Denver Nuggets, of course, the winners back in 2023 of the NBA title. Couldn't go back-to-back last year. Is their window, in your opinion, still as open as it seemed to be?
100%. Let's remember, Nikola Jokic is still in his 20s. They still have Jamal Murray. And as long as that three-time MVP is healthy, the Nuggets front office has one thing on their minds, and it's a championship. And their biggest problem is that the rest of the West has gotten much better over the years. But if this team is healthy, as long as they keep building the right way around their two best players in Murray and Jokic, they can continue to compete for championships.
I love what you say about the West. Top to bottom, so strong, so deep, so competitive. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. Murray out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. It's a 3-point game. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one. One behind them.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
There's a screen by Porter. Westbrook surveying the D. Just 5 on the clock.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
Denver shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
That free throw, no good.
Westbrook continues to pile up incredible numbers. I mean, his intensity on a nightly basis is absolutely insane.
He hits the second from the line. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. I asked him what's the hardest thing about facing Nikola Jokic. He said the way he controls the game at the offensive end. He keeps everyone involved. He's a great scorer, and you have to keep him off the offensive glass. It's a tall order, all of it. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some, and I think that's what the fans want. But there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes the free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality, adding some more attention to detail defensively, and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. Shot by Gordon, wide open, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bane passes to Williams. Now Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. The three-pointer, no good. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. They get it back. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Morant finds Jackson. The shot's good. Jackson's got 5 now.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Grizzlies fourth.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Jokic. Now here's Westbrook. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
Murray against Bane. Back to Morant. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Outside Westbrook. Left side Gordon. And it's Jokic in the corner. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Santi Aldama's checked in for Jaren Jackson.
One shot.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
You know, what makes Jokic truly exceptional in my mind is the versatility. You know, he's a really good passer, and that to me is a tremendous distinction, not to mention how he scores and does the other stuff he does out there.
Williams for 3. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. And a wide open look for Porter. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Morant scanning the floor. Fires for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Morant's got 5 points so far.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And here's Westbrook from the arc, and it's Morant with the rebound. Memphis trailing here. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls fan. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, he sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
Denver making a switch here. Struthers checked in. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Pass to Porter. Here's Strother. Oh, good with the triple. Morant with it. Now guarded by Porter. Williams outside. And Jokic with the rebound.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And that one's good. Morant.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And here is Murray. Still without a basket. No good from outside.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Williams passes to Aldama. Lets it go from deep. Williams can't get it to go.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason, but I try to wait as best I can to make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Outstanding.
Well, he's a reliable scorer. He's an effective rebounder. He's improved defensively. There is a lot to like about Michael Porter Jr.'s game.
And Porter drops them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Now, here's Kennard. Wells with it. Pass to Edey. 5 to shoot. And here's Kennard. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Grizzlies lead by 2. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Outside Porter. Here's Tyson. Pass to Strother. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Edey off with the layup. Here's Porter. Edey with the rebound.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
A shot by Wells, no good. Nuggets have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. There's Porter with the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the floor.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. Strother, no good. Memphis leading. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, "My potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by." Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. On the wing, Porter. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, the mechanics of Porter Jr.'s shot are just so efficient. Almost automatic. Gets the ball and puts it right up into the shooting pocket.
Pass to Edey. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Strawther. Edey with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
The shot by Wells, no good. The Nuggets shooting 42% to begin this game. To the inside. Denver passing it around. They set the pick. Here's Strawther. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And for Memphis, they're shooting 45% from the field early. Kennard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
That free throw, good from Kennard. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Stevens is checked in. Both free throws good from Kennard.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those. Tyson,
good, and a nice assist from Porter.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Kennard. Here's Stephens. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Najee. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. There's Porter with the 3. It's deflected. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies up 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
The Nuggets trail. You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA insider. But clearly that is something that you probably thought about at one time or another. Did you think that was going to be your path?
Kevin, I knew at the age of 16 years old what I wanted to do, and this path I wanted to take an insider for the NBA because I loved playing basketball, I loved writing, and I had a genuine passion for transactions, for the behind-the-scenes stories. So to be able to tell that story to the fans, I feel like I am one of the fans. That's why I feel like I can relate to the fans, and so that's what inspired me mostly to take this career path that I've taken.
We're so connected. It is a pleasure reading you and hearing you.
Kevin, appreciate you so much, and just know the stories will keep coming.
So on the floor for Denver. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. Russell Westbrook out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Strawther in at the small forward. And we played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Lets it go with the 3. Drops in the tray. And it's a 5-point Nugget lead.
Loses him with the bounce and doesn't look back. What a pretty move.
Williams dishes to Morant. To stop the run, and it's good on the way in. Morant's got 9 points.
Man, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Pass to Gordon. Jokic inside. Guarded by Jackson. Shakes him. The big man Jokic inside.
They've settled into a nice group. Offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal. Percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Here's the screen. Stevens, the pass to Huff. Outside Williams. 4 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Drains it from beyond the arc. Williams has got his second bucket.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Strother. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And Jokic is one of the best passing big men in the game. He has a great feel for when to dish the rock.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Hey, Shams, you're always on the pulse of those league-changing trades. You certainly saw some impactful ones last season.
Across the board, the Pacers, the Mavericks, they made deep runs, and they did so on the back of some big trade deadline moves. Those are transformations that excite all of us to witness. Even New York getting OG Anunoby at the trade deadline. This is a league that's built on capitalizing at the moment, striking when iron's hot. We saw multiple teams do that this last season.
That trade deadline was phenomenal for those teams you mentioned. Really impactful. Baines checked in for Memphis. Williams kicks to Jackson. On the wing, Bane. Gordon against Jackson. Pass to Morant. Off target from outside. Denver leading by 4. Left side, Westbrook. Back to Gordon. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Murray, good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Williams. Morant against Westbrook. Williams scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Jackson against Gordon, and Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Aldama's checked in. So it's Denver now. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Strother, a chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Outside Williams. Morant outside. And a wide open look for Bane. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Bane's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Westbrook. Denver passing it around. Strother, no good.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck for deep here. It's just not his night.
To the middle. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Pass to Strother. In the corner, it's Westbrook. They get it again. And it's Jokic missing.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish it. He knows it. Lone opportunity.
That ties the game. Jackson's got 9.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Denver calls timeout. Now a look at the stats for Zeke Naji.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Here's Murray. 29 points for him last game against New Orleans. Jokic with a screen on Bane. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nuggets.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
A multiple MVP winner. I mean, the former second-round pick Jokic continuing to add to his legacy.
Now Morant. He's got 9. Pass to Aldama. Now here's Bane. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. 3-point lead. And they double up Murray. Bane with the steal. Morant with it. Here's Edey. 14 points from him the last game against Golden State. Outside, Bane. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Nuggets leading by 3. Let's get some information for the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. Fourth, the Nuggets.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
The Nuggets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls, and some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jackson, he's checked in for Desmond Bane, and it's Kennard in for Williams. And Jokic drops them both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Heaney. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Pickett, guarded by Morant. He takes it in, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one's on Morant. The Nuggets have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
2 shots. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Wells, he's checked in for John Morant. Zeke Naji, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And he's good on the second. Here's Wells. No scoring in this one. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Pau play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. The free throw drops for Jackson. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. Jackson hits both of them. The Nuggets have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. For 3, Murray. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Well, Murray absolutely has that range. He just needs to find a look he likes, and he'll knock it down.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And, Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. to look at the numbers for Michael Porter. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Pass to Aldama. Memphis moving that ball around. In the corner, Kennard with it. Drills it from outside. Kennard's got 8 points.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Here's Murray. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Murray not afraid now of anybody. In fact, he welcomes getting fouled on the way up.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
2 shots. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
On the floor, Murray is electrifying. I mean, he delivers relentless effort, and it keeps his whole squad energized and engaged.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
Here's Jackson. It's rebounded by Najee. The Nuggets leading by 3. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Sweet move by Porter Jr. getting around the contact and finding the hoop.
Outside Jackson for 3. No good that time. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Nuggets have been shooting right around 75% of the line, 9 of 12 so far.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the Grizzlies with possession here. They trail by 7. And here is Wells. Scoreless thus far. Down low. Knocked loose. Edey. It's rebounded by Najee. Najee's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Tyson. Guarded by Jackson. Kennard against Murray. Kennard, the pass to Wells. Here's Edey. There's Jackson with the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Najee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Pickett. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Yeah, and that's a nice adjustment on their part. Even for the best three-point shooting teams, sometimes you got to do a little something different to get your offense going.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Here's Pickett. 5 points in the game. Porter. 2 points. That one goes. Porter's got 14 points for the game.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Here's Jackson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 10 points for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Shams, we appreciate you stopping by. We know you got a lot of things to do, a lot on your plate. Your phone's going bananas. It's lighting up about every 15 seconds. You go take care of that. We'll see you back here next time.
I can always make time for you guys. Kevin, appreciate you guys having me.
Shams Charania, the best. Thank you so much. Great stuff right there from Shams, one of the most plugged-in people in the world of basketball.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down that's big news, Shams is the first to get a hold of it. He knows everybody around the NBA.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Najee passes to Murray. Just 4 to shoot. Over Kennard. Murray, no good.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Now here's Wells. Still scoreless. Edey gets the bucket.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
The deep three from Murray. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nuggets lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron, you guys came out and played extremely well. What was the mindset in the first half?
We just tried to come out here, really stick to our principles, pick up the pace, and really be aggressive, and it turned out in a high-scoring half.
Just the way you want to play. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
And for that game against the 76ers, they've had the better season, but this game feels close.
More than a few analysts have predicted an upset here. I'm going the other way. I think they take care of business. And now let's check out the Denver Nuggets, who are in a close game after one half of play.
They've controlled the pace, and it's been fast, getting out in the open court and scoring before the defense could get set.
Says the Jet. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
We've got Morant, so Williams out there, and it's Stevens in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Westbrook against Morant. Stevens, the pass to Morant. With some arc, Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Gordon. That misses off the backboard. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Williams passes to Huff. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. They set the pick from downtown. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Porter finds Murray. Back to Porter. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And you know Porter Jr.'s teammates are just loving the role he's on, and they're going to do everything they can to keep him rolling.
And it's good for 2.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Jokic. And here's Porter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Morant.
Really hard not to foul there. Tall with elite skills. Porter Jr. is a handful in the painted area.
Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. And, man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career, and now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter.
And that one misses. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Jackson, and it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Murray outside. Back to Jokic. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Jokic just got 16.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Bane kicks to Morant. High, arcing shot. Misses the target. That drops him to 40% now. 4 of 10.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Gordon finds Jokic. Murray scanning the floor. Shoots over Morant. And Denver again with the bucket.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. It's a 10-point game. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Let's give a warm welcome to your Grizzlies players.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Strother's checked in. And here now on the 2K leaderboard, the best distributors in the league. The point guards with the most assists per game this season. 4th, Ja Morant.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
And that's the thing to me. I mean, as exceptional as their assist numbers are, it's their leadership and that ability to direct their offense. That's what makes them stand out.
They set the pick. Bane way outside. And another miss by Memphis.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Jackson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And here's a guy that's not in coast mode. Jackson is going to give it all he has every minute he's on the floor. That's how he earns the and one.
What's up? At the line for your Grizzlies, Jackson Jr. Shooting one.
And that one falls for Jackson.
And you love how Jackson Jr. has responded to setbacks and injury in his career. He doesn't get discouraged, just makes him work harder.
Pass to Westbrook. Murray outside. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. From the top of the key, he buries it. Murray's got 14 points.
Tell you what, if Murray's on your team, you got to feel comfortable when he's working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all make him hard to guard.
Here's Morant. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jokic. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
That one misses. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Outside Jackson, on the wing Williams. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Grizzlies have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
That's good from Jackson. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Jokic. And he can't bank that one in. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Jackson passes to Bane. Back to Jackson. Rebound by Murray. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Gordon. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Morant passes to Williams. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. Bane, no good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Jokic with the screen on Williams. Pass to Strother. From outside, off the mark.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, you just can't get anything to go out there.
Morant passes to Huff. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Morant.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Denver calls timeout. Making a change here. And here are the Nuggets now. They've led by as much as 10. Inside, here's Gordon. Here's Najee. Can't cash in from close range. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Jackson with it. 13 points in the game. Releases from the wing and drills it. Jackson's got 6 here in this quarter.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
Here's Trother. That 3 off the mark.
It was rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Morant outside. Outside Williams. Pass to Jackson. It's blocked. Here's Najee. Nothing on the board. Gordon with it. Gordon with a screen on Williams. Looking to get back on track here. Stolen by Jackson. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Bane for 3. Williams kicks to Bane. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Denver leading by 3. Pass to Pickett. To the paint. Here's Gordon. It's rebounded by Memphis. Huff's got his 6th rebound on the night. Morant with it for the tie. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Pickett. He has 5. Gordon with a screen on Morant. Denver needs to get off his shot. Some room here for Gordon. Kings the shot with nobody near him. Gordon's got 9 points here in the second half. Now a timeout called by Memphis. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. 5th best, the Grizzlies.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
Kennard finds Jackson for the lead, and he's good on the 3-ball. Jackson's got 13.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Right side, Gordon. Pickett passes to Gordon. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Pass to Edey. Puts up a 3. Aldama can't hit.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind them taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Gordon. Over to the left wing. Sinks the 3-pointer. Najee's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Kennard kicks to Jackson. Inside. And Aldama slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Gordon with a screen on Kennard. Pickett, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Pass to Aldama. Picked him clean. Here's Najee. Oh, that's blocked. 44 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Kennard, the pass to Aldama. To the middle. Here's Edey. It's rebounded by Najee. Najee's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Pickett. 17 seconds left in the 3rd. Lets it go from 14. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Aldama. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Denver on top. They're up by 4. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Nikola Jokic. Porter is out there with Russell Westbrook. It's Najee in at the 4 slot. Denver leading by 4. Pickett passes to Najee. And he goes in for the dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Here's Jackson. Hits the outside fadeaway.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Jokic finds Westbrook over Williams. And it's Westbrook missing. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Pass to Morant. Here's Stephens. Here's Jackson. He's covered by Westbrook. Jackson misses. Denver shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Outside Westbrook. Jokic with it. Jokic draws the double. The Nuggets moving the ball around. They grab their own miss. Jokic makes it look easy inside.
Using that huge body down low.